Oftentimes, people ask me, what's this craze about motorcycling? They say, motorcycling is dangerous. Motorcycles are dangerous. That is not true. However, it's a fact that motorcycling is extremely unforgiving of inattention, ignorance, incompetence, or stupidity. So here's why we ride and what motorcycling means to us. And if you are passionate about riding and motorcycling, I hope that this little effort from me brings a smile on your face. What if I asked you if you have ever seen a motorcycle parked outside a psychiatrist's clinic? What if I asked you if you have ever seen a motorcyclist being bogged down by life? I'm quite sure that the answer that you'll have for those questions is a no, because riding a motorcycle wipes away all the tension and it de-stresses you like you have just been rebooted. Riding a motorcycle brings a sense of calm and tranquility, which could otherwise be accomplished only through meditation. And thus, many motorcyclists address their motorcycles as their therapist. Since motorcycles make us feel so energized and rejuvenated after each ride, it is indeed a therapy. And more than that, it is a way of life that helps bind love for a couple riding and traveling together. There's a saying that is apt here: journeying on a motorcycle leaves you speechless. And then all of a sudden, one fine day, it turns you into a storyteller. Motorcycles let us have our own space for getting down to forget everything that's been bothering us. Anything that gets your blood racing is probably worth doing. And for many riders, riding a motorcycle is not just a hobby or need, it's a passion, it's a way of life. All that they want in life is to travel to every nook and corner of the world on their motorcycle. There's a deep fire within us for riding, which will make us achieve impossible miles, tread paths and terrains untrodden. Bikers wouldn't mind devoting a good amount of time and income towards their motorcycles. In the very hierarchy of needs, for us it's motorcycling that stays at the top. Have you lived a life of freedom? The kind of freedom that lies in giving yourself to the wind? Riding a motorcycle gives us a sense of freedom. We are in total control of the moment when we are riding. When we are riding, we are not just riding, it's as if we are flying. We can travel to any place with complete freedom, and it lets us be us without anyone's permission. Just like a kid who has always been restricted to his pace, but as soon as he gets on his bicycle, it's his moment of freedom. He now breaks his chains and flies through the streets on his bicycle with the wildest smile on his face. It might sound like a cliche, but it is true. When you are on your bike, you experience the open air, the wind gushing through your face. All the colors around are so vivid and vibrant. The sound of the motor and the vibration which you feel, the obscured view going on around you. It's a total embracement of senses. and acts as oxygen for your soul. For some of us, it's speed and thrill that keeps us on our motorcycle. Motorcycles are legal drugs that make you high and take you into a transcendental state of nirvana. The high of power and acceleration that we get at the flick of our wrist is something that we look for and can't keep ourselves away from. The thrill of clocking high speeds on the Odo after hitting the rev limiter beyond its limit after each shift is something that we are addicted to. It is this which gives the best adrenaline rush a motorcyclist could ask for. Motorcycling is one thing that can keep friends together, and it will till the end of times. Everybody taking their time out of their busy schedules and then going out for a ride is something that you will always see in the motorcycling community. The bond of friendship grows deeper when it's associated with a motorcycle. Be it a breakfast ride, a night ride, or a long road trip, they are always up for it. "I don't feel like going for a ride today," said no motorcycle rider ever. You will meet some of the nicest people on your rides. When you ride a motorcycle, you always wave to each other, even when you don't know each other, which is not something that car drivers do. So no matter what motorcycle you are riding, nor does it matter which country you belong to, there is always the bond of brotherhood that gets motorcyclists together. They are always there to help each other at any point in time. It makes you less introvert, as it's the best way to socialize and meet new people. Have you ever noticed that motorcyclists give a gender to their bike? Some address their motorcycles as he, while some as she. And that's because the relationship between them is not one of ownership, but of love. Motorcyclists get into a serious relationship with their motorcycles, and it so happens that they choose their motorcycle over anything else in the world. Our bikes are our companions, and there is a romance between us. With all the selfies that we take with our bikes and update statuses on social media every now and then, that's pure romance. People change. Things go wrong. Shit happens. But the rider goes on. And that's how a bond with a motorcycle is the best thing a rider discovers for himself. Open your map, choose a destination, pack your bags and just go. No matter what destination you choose, motorcycles are ready to take you there. Into the jungle, over the mountains, into the woods, across the river, or beneath the caves. We love the solitude and freshness these places give to us. Motorcyclists would research intensively on such places and head towards the destination, no matter how tough the road is. Traveling to known places don't interest us much, and we don't have to be somewhere famous to find fabulous. So just breathe, embrace the elements, and relish the journey. It's in our journey that we find the joy of arriving at our destination. Our motorcycles teach us. Our motorcycles help us learn about life. That life is a journey, and it's about crossing frontiers, and all that matters is to make this journey into an enriching one. For what do we leave behind when we cross each frontier? Each moment seems split in two. Melancholy for what was left behind and the excitement of entering a new land. That's what my motorcycle has taught me. And that is what motorcyclists learn from their motorcycles and their rides. To be ready to cross over, to face the melancholy of what would be left behind, while at the same time be excited to get into a new land. I ride, and therefore I am. So here's a poem that sums it up all. A poem that I found, and since the time that I found it, has remained a favorite. Years and miles have taken their toll. Years and miles have taken their toll upon this greybeard's body, yet still I ride into the cold. Of a New Year day's arrival, no idea if the road ahead will be gravelled or paved. Only way I'll ever know is by shifting through the gears, through blood, sweat and tears. Past pain, loss and sorrow, and the roads once travelled alone, forward motion in the saddle into the new day that has dawned. So thank you friends, thank you for giving me your time, and if you have liked this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to share this with your friends. Thank you once again.